Riding the Burgman 650.
Hello and welcome to the final instalment of Riding the Burgman in Launceston, Tasmania. This is a much shorter clip than the last two. In fact, this one's only about 5 minutes long, and it'll take me from West Tamar Highway for the locals, or West Tamar Road for the locals, to my house in Riata Road, Trevelyan. I did a bit of editing and cut out about a minute and a half where I'm sitting at the traffic light that literally is 1 or 2 stops from my house where they're doing road works, and then I edited off all the rest where I'm driving down my driveway. So in the last video I was talking a little bit about the Suzuki Burgman, and I thought I would tell you a little bit more about it. I did a review of this scooter when I first bought it several years ago, and you can find that on my channel, but I thought I'd just talk a bit more about it now. I said that they no longer made them I think that they stopped making them in about 2018, and as I said, because for some reason the 650 engine was unable to meet the Euro standards at the time. Although I thought I saw a video recently on YouTube of a motorcycle show in Italy which suggested they may be on the way back. In any case, when they were made and on sale in Australia, the Suzuki Burgman 650 AN executive scooter was, to my mind, the benchmark for maxi scooters. These scooters are meant for touring on the open road, just like you would do with your Honda ST 1300 or your Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager Cruiser. The Burgman can hold its own on the open road at 110 kilometres all day. 110 kilometres an hour is the speed limit in most of Australia except for the Northern Territory. It has a manual override on the gearbox which allows you to find a 6th gear and give you better fuel economy for open road touring, but when you're in the city it uses the constantly variable transmission or semi-automatic transmission, and you only really access 5 gears, and that's probably all you need for the city because you're never going to get up to highway speeds anyway. I say it's the benchmark for maxi scooters because it had an electrically adjustable screen, it had electrically fold-in mirrors which were good for parking, and also for lane splitting if that's allowed wherever you live. Lots of storage under the seat. In fact, you could put 2 full-face helmets under the seat if you packed them according to the instructions. There were 2 glove boxes and a lockable panel in the dash, and if you were to add a top box, which I did, you had a heap more storage as well. The seats were the seat is very comfortable for the passenger. I can't comment on the pillion because I've never ridden in the pillion position, but I can't imagine it would be any less comfortable. There were wide footboards around the fairing that had 3 positions almost: a highway position, slightly extended and feet flat underneath you for the rider, and the footboards rather than pegs for the pillion as well, which made it, I thought, for much greater comfort. A few things that I thought they could have added if they had continued to make this bike that would have improved it. One of them would have been a cruise control, and that's possible. My Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager had cruise control, so it's possible to do that. It is also possible to add a reverse gear. You might think, why do you need a reverse gear? But if this is a 220 kilogram motorcycle or scooter and you live in an area where you have to angle park to the curb with the nose in, it is very difficult to walk this bike out simply because it's so heavy and you're looking over your shoulder and there's a tendency for the bike to overbalance, allowing for the camber of the road so the water will run off. It's quite difficult to duck walk this bike out. I believe, for example, the Galera 500 now has a reverse gear and also has a reversing camera with a screen built into the TFT display, so it's possible to do those things. I think that the Yamaha T-Max 550 might have some of those features. I'm not sure if it has all of them, but it certainly has some of those features. I also thought that had they continued with it, it would have been possible to add music somehow. My Kawasaki had music and my Spider has music. You could Bluetooth your phone or something through some speakers. I'm sure there's a way to solve those problems. It would have just made things a little bit more comfortable for a long day when you set off riding on this thing. You don't buy it to live with food, as I said, because it's expensive to buy, and it's also expensive to register and keep on the road. You buy it because you're going to tour on it. Well, that's enough. I'm almost at my home now, I think. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this 3 series of videos showing the Burgman around Launceston, and I will be making some more videos shortly, and I'll talk to you when I do that. So thank you for watching.